At this hour, another event we're monitoring. The Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is in Jamaica. He's there for a meeting with Caribbean leaders. This is part of an urgent push being made to solve the spiraling crisis in Haiti. Now, Haiti's been under a state of emergency since last week. There's been a surge in gang violence there. Mercy Corps Director for Haiti, Laurent Uwumuremyi. Laurent, I had to try to get that right. I had to say it slow to get it right, live from Port-au-Prince. Thank you, sir, for coming on with us. Boy, this has been, we've been reading a lot about it. I said, quite frankly, I don't think we're spending enough time talking about Haiti because from whatever I read, it's been just an absolute disaster in terms of how this has kind of transpired over the last week or more. What are things like on the ground right now? Why don't we start there?
Well, thank you for the question. So currently, the current context in Haiti is marked by violent clashes between the gangs and the police, and so many roads of Port-au-Prince are barricaded. The flights, the international airport is closed, so all the flights to and from Haiti have been suspended. And so our main activities of the national community, humanitarian assistance in Haiti, in Port-au-Prince, are currently at standstill. And the police, the gangs are attacking several strategic.
Right, so the gangs have come in basically and taken over, right? We'll put up a New York Times headline that describes the humanitarian crisis that's rapidly unfolding. And they write that the gangs in the past year have spread throughout the country, joining forces last week to attack the state institutions. And when they did so, they released thousands of prisoners. So the Prime Minister Henry, were out of the country. Now there's gang leaders. There's a guy that goes by the name of Barbecue, I believe, they're trying to take over. So where do things stand right now? I mean, who's in charge? Do you know? Or?
Yeah, as I was saying, the activities in Port-au-Prince are at standstill, and there is a lot of fear of in the next few days because there is no hope for solution that is coming soon. And so as Mercy Corps, we are afraid that with the airport being shut down and the gangs movement, that even the little assistance that humanitarian community, the vulnerable population that we're getting, they will not be able to get it anymore.
What do you need the most right now for you? What do you need the most?
As a humanitarian community, or as
yes, for the humanitarian aid, to what are you most in need of? I mean, because it doesn't seem like you're getting enough help, right? I mean, what do you need?
Yeah, what do you need? We need essentially is the access to the population that we serve, and unfortunately, this is not in place. With many roads in many neighborhoods of Port-au-Prince being barricaded. Most of our staff are unable to move, to come to the office. So we are currently working from home, and because it's not easy to move around Port-au-Prince. So the most critical need currently is the access to the vulnerable people that we serve.
Of course. Well, this is Secretary of State Blinken, by the way, at this CARICOM meeting with all the leaders in the region. And U.S. has started to help a little bit, right? I mean, who else is anybody else helping out? Or?
As a humanitarian community, we are not doing this support. So from what we heard is that the non-essential staff of the USA Embassy have been evacuated from Port-au-Prince. But in terms of access and the restoration of the security in Port-au-Prince, we are not seeing any efforts being made.
All right, Laurent, we'll continue to follow it. There's Secretary Blinken as the camera zooms in at that meeting. Like I said, we'll continue to pay attention to this at least and see if there's any updates in the coming days. Thanks again for coming on with us live from Port-au-Prince. We appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.